Hello and welcome back to me taking on AI, the Somnium Files. Last time, remember, we cleared day 3. So now we are entering day 4, already in progress. So without further ado, let's enter day 4, because it's a Monday, and everybody just hates Mondays. With day 4 Monday. Day 4 Monday, Sudai. Attack! Starting with police headquarters.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
So, about, him?
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night. But he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
So where is he now?
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet. In any case, we have to speak with him again.
So, prophetic dreams?
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy. Boss. There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Is this true? Well, knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to. So, what we have as a dream changing reality?
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not possible. That isn't what you said yesterday. That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know.
No shit!
No, it doesn't. Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
about you, Ivo? What are your thoughts? So what do we know about Renju then?
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
Which leads us to our next question. Where the hell is that man?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Moma for information too. But I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Mama can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
What about the fishery?
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Let's point out
Renju
any
holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons. But it can't be a coincidence. It certainly is suspicious.
Again, that has been established in the A route.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
So, a dream-changing reality?
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it.
No.
If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Makes sense. Where's she now?
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Break it down.
there were 4 people I should talk to. Sosajima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
So, with that, let's follow up with, Seijima. Just so we know what's going on.
Sosajima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sajima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago. From Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89.
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shoko.
Who is he?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct. Lombardi? What's his name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
What's he in jail for?
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
What's relation?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Break it down.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
And with that, we're now at the residence of Sosajima.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
You would like that, wouldn't you? So, first off,
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding, so?
the warehouse.
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Okay, so... Why'd you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Well then...
Number 89. Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
Just like my controller just going AWOL.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you. Haven't you people got enough?
No.
I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
He walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Well, let's see what Mama has for us. At Marvel.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
So, how's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
What?
Absolutely not.
Why are you always brushing that fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
Alright. Since you don't have anything about Renju, how about 89?
Oh, Falco?
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though. Nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate. No evidence. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
Well, that's about it.
About Ren.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one. Countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in a tub full of hot water. And they pass. Just like that.
Damn.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this? Are you going to arrest me?
Do I look like I need to arrest you? I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
You know what it reminds me of? Every time when some person, I don't know how, they come up and tell me their life story, and I'm like, I had to take that in for a moment. You know, I always feel like, here, I want you to have this. You know, it's like a lump. It's like you're carrying this lump, just because you're listening. They just need that comfort. It's like, okay. You know, that's how I feel about it. That's what I think Date's feeling like. Yeah, why are you telling me this? Moving on. Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Well, let's check Iris. And he told me.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
It's Monday. Isn't it school day?
Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
I'm a detective.
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
So, about her.
I put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing.
It's Shoujo.
Even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was.
She wants you to be involved. Even though she didn't want her to get involved, she wanted her to get involved.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once.
I can relate.
She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly.
Ooh.
It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care.
Oh, yeah.
I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?" She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
What was that other time?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
As with any parent, your child is the most important person in your life and always will be, no matter how old they get. As long as you don't forget them, they will never forget you. I can relate. My parents are gone, but I never stopped thinking about them. My grandparents are also gone, and I never stopped thinking about them. A good number of my family are gone. Even the ones that I don't have, like, on par, a tight relationship per se. But I do remember them. So where's Renju?
He asked me that yesterday.
Did something happen to him? There's no point in hiding it. Yeah, that was weird. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea. Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
What do you mean? The drawing on the wall.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes,
While he was bleeding.
then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once. Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love. Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the 3 of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back.
What?
Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
I can just imagine that. It's like, I hope they were cooked. That's all I can say. I really hope they were cooked.
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details. It was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. It was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
There's a drawing on the wall. Iris drew it when she was 12.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks for that. Lemon escape. You got everything you need. Lemon escape. They're not free.
I am so aggro right now.
Who says that?
Yeah, really.
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your shovel forge promise.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
Yeah, a
I
date.
did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight. And you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have got somewhere.
In under 2 minutes.
Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
Yeah, that's a thing for all women. You should have come earlier. And they would have been mad. Why'd you come too soon? You told me to come earlier. Plus I couldn't hold it. I tried going as fast as I can, woman. I can't go any faster than that. And keep in mind, I have experience. Hi, titties. How you doing? Listen, can I have your contact info?
Why?
well, because it may lead to something in the future.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
So,
Just let me have this.
yeah, really. Let this man have his. Okay. So, what's your take?
Well, I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
I cannot even picture that.
I thought she was gonna say 6 inches. Little I knew.
I'm 5'4".
That is clearly not what you meant.
She's blonde. Let me have this. I gotta have one, okay? I gotta have one in. I'm like Dante, like, let me have this, please. Shut the fuck up. Let me have this.
That's enough.
No.
I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop.
Oh, just in case. Just in case. But, you know, yeah, just in case. Pull. I want to push that button. Let's push that button. Let's push that button really, really, really hard.
I'm serious. I'm going to pop out.
Well, okay, fine. Do you know where your boss is?
I want to too. We've been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls, it's hard to keep up with.
Well, okay. You don't know either, so. Can I have your contact info? I flew out of my left eye and started dancing on the desk. The receptionist immediately fainted. Damn it! I saw the whole thing and also fainted. Damn it! And so my story ended. The end! But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for her contact information. So he self-cock-blocked himself. That's self-cock-block right there. It's like, okay, fine, I won't do it. I had to warm myself up too. It's getting kind of chilly, so I had to warm myself up just a smidge. So. Oh, why was your phone off yesterday?
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off? I couldn't get a hold of you.
Yeah, really. About that late night visitor.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes.
All right then, Shovel Forge.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection.
No.
Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
Fuck. So I saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body. I told you not to laugh.
But on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop, I'm serious. In my dream, I saved you from being killed. And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe we're in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
I don't question it. Really, I don't question it. I'm a writer. Multiverses are my thing. I delve into them sometimes. Not very often as I like, but I do delve into multiverses. They exist. Moving on. Have they off?
Off?
Yeah, from school.
Oh, yeah. It's a holiday. So I decided to come to Lemniscate. We're going to do a recording for a show soon.
So, where's your boss?
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
A traffic accident? I worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no.
Do you know Sosajima?
I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
No,
Not at all.
no, not at all.
Okay. Break it down.
So, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay! So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I will not.
So, we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Deal. And you have to honor our agreement this time.
I can't believe it.
Oh, but we can't go right away.
Mm-hmm.
I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though. Tessa, we're starting soon. Got it! So, Date, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Iris smiled and strolled over to the studio.
There is no point remaining here.
No shit!
Let's get moving.
To the warehouse. With Iva in my left socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though.
A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished sinking with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
There are only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
Mm-hmm. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. The storage space isn't in use.
That machine is used to cut ice. Do they store ice here? A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here. There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Shelves packed with cardboard boxes.
Hi, I'm Jemima.
Doraemon.
The jokes? You've got to stop.
Doraemon joke. Or Doraemon joke. It's really Doraemon. I don't know why, all drama. It doesn't have any magical pockets, though. I don't know why, when they brought it over shortly on the US, they pronounced his name Doraemon. It's the same thing with Goemon. It's Goemon. They say Goemon. It's Goemon. Like, Doraemon that's how you pronounce Doraemon's name. Doraemon. Like, the A is slightly silent. Just like with Goemon. Goemon. Because E is E in Japanese. So I never understood why they would do this. Doraemon. Like Dorae like that. They had to put the emphasis on ae. Ae. It would have been like I would have went for Doraemon. Can't say Doraemon, just say Doraemon. Can't say Goemon, just say Goemon. Like, pretend the E's not there. You have Goemon. Goemon. I mean, other names of anime lore like Tinchan. Chiaotzu. You never hear them actually say his name right, like Tinchinhan. Like Tien, they always add an extra vowel in there. Like his name is not Tien, it's Ten Shin Han. I don't know why y'all think it's Tien Shin Han. And even the most funniest thing, yeah, it's Dragon Ball, but Master Roshi. You're basically saying master teacher. Isn't it both the same thing? You're saying teacher. If you're not going to do that, it's, Muten Roshi. Invincible teacher. Or Kame Sini. But, don't just say, oh, his name is Master Roshi. Like, no, use it right or don't use it at all. Just call him Roshi. Just had to point that out. Anyway, forklift. Tires of the forklift in the ground they're on are clearly frozen.
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
It's a workbench. Nothing on it. Switchboard installed in the back of the warehouse. Normal forklift.
A crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
Crane on the ceiling. Nice cutting machine. Gotta check everything. Trying to make sure I have checked everything. I need to exhaust every little detail. So what you gotta do is, games like these, sometimes you have to exhaust every detail in order to advance. So for those who are asking about me doing point and click games, you realize that point and click games do be like that. Right, people? Right? Point games do be like that. Like, you had to check every single nook and cranny. That's what I'm doing. I am checking every single nook and cranny. So, let's see. Okay. Oh, wait.
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
Empty wooden box on the shelf. We searched the whole warehouse again, but we didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Back to HQ. 2:49 p.m. I return to HQ with Aiba. I need to talk to the boss. As I enter the room, the boss smiled, like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Number 89?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run. One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood.
And here we go.
Let's get started.
So, let's get to the brass tacks.
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sejima's secretary. I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah,
What did you tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody.
I can't tell you anymore.
Alright, so, next question.
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
So where you from?
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
You know what's funny about that? That's exactly how you're supposed to pronounce that. Djibouti. There's some people who, I don't know why, they have to put the D in there, like, Djibouti. Like, no, it's Djibouti. It's Djibouti, you know. It's a funny joke, too. It's like, Uranus. You say it if you say it the way it's intentionally supposed to say, Uranus. It's like Djibouti. Uranus. Not Uranus, Uranus. Or, if you really want to feel, oh, I don't know, fancy about it, Uranus. Like, ooh, honest. Ooh, ass. So, what's your name? What's your name?
Your real name.
I don't know, I forgot.
You forgot. What's about the murder?
All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
Shit, you're lying. You don't want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean! You'll make a good hostage for me. Take me to the exit. Now.
Great job, Pewter. A few minutes later.
Oh, darn.
Are you kidding me? A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
I agree, boss. I totally agree. So first off, Pewter, what happened? First off, where the hell's my gun?
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry. I have a spare. I'll give it to you later.
You give it to me now, bitch. So where the hell is he where the hell is he?
How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
How'd he get away?
He punched down an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card. He said he'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
Alright, boss. What'll be the plan?
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
Dante, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
So he had an accomplice.
Yes,
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Renju.
I tell Boss and Pewter what Iva revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
Dante, Mama is calling.
Moma, from the Kumakuras?
I'll connect you.
Hey, Dante. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Deal? What deal?
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right. Her.
Oh, right.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To Moma?
Yes.
Well, I did promise.
Oh my gosh! Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Yeah, really.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
Oh, you're drunk.
You're drunk.
I'm kid. I'm kidding!
You're not
I
Popeye.
can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
We are not shovel forging.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
So where are we going?
Well, where should I take her? Yeah. You know what? We're going to take you to Yakuza building. You know, it's a really, it's a really nice place. You know, we're going to where Shenron is.
To meet the dragon.
The dragon? Like that dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
We're going to be
Like
some
a fantasy world with swords and magic. And you're gonna teleport me there.
Yeah.
I'm getting fired up.
Yeah. We're going to see a dragon. She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I took Iris to the Kumakuras. Oh, we're gonna see the dragon, baby. 5:10 p.m. Oh yeah, we're gonna see the dragon, baby.
Whoa, look at the dragon! So cool! So, this is a crime syndicate building, right?
Yeah, the Kumakuras.
And you were trying to make me believe this was some kind of fantasy world?
Yeah. Well, there is.
No,
I mean, there is a
that's what
dragon
you
there.
thought.
Dante lied to me!
Dante, you bastard! You made Tessa cry!
Mister, save me! Throw this man into Tokyo Bay!
What?
Got it! I'll have him sleeping with the fishes.
Oh God.
This is an interesting turn of events.
No shit.
I can hardly believe it. Mama, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did! You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okira?
Yeah. Mama, Tessa, Mama. You know, the ace that you bet, girl. First off, let me just say that's an expensive looking ring.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
Amy Geever.
You're so cheap.
I know.
Come on, it's not like they're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
Really?
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
More like a comedy duo. So where your boys?
They're out. Looking for Renju. Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Put my pants down.
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Dante, come here.
What? Mama took me to the corner of the room.
Dante, I don't quite know how to ask this, but... Can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
What?
That's it? Sure.
Mama and I broke our huddle. What?
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He, wants to see her boobs.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
And see your boobs.
Oh, a handshake. Sure. I would never show my boobs.
Lies. I took Mama's hand gently, and Iris took Mama's hand gently and shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
Are we bros now? Let me just do this to you. Here, this is Moma. Moma, this is Iris. You don't know her actual name, but this is her name.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24.
24.
Lola is lying. He is at least 48.
Yeah, really. That's old.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Apparently.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
We're
That is
Nintendo.
contradictory as needless beef.
Yeah, really.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Crystal.
Pepsi.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Cut?
Their throats.
No, not like that.
Yes. This group is actually Nintendo in disguise. They're holding Bandai Namco hostage. They've been doing that for years on end. But they've been doing that to YouTube for years on end. Daisy Darling. Oh.
What happened to Mr. Okura? I heard he escaped the hospital.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than
Please tell me.
Renju's escape from the hospital was strange. Three things stuck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to the place where Shoko's body was found by a message sent from Renju's phone. I found Iris' body in Okiura Fishery cold storage warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence, an assassin named Number 89.
that. Hold on. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oh, well,
Dante saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Multiverse.
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah. Of course I am.
You never heard of it.
Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
It's simple.
good, because I don't feel like explaining
But why would Mr. Okura do that?
it. I don't know. He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him. Moma may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASAP!
Worries.
Forget Fred ASAP.
Now what does she say?
ASAP, you bet.
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
This is kind of embarrassing.
Just like social media.
I'm sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
They're businessmen.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful.
That's why we're Yakuza.
All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Yakuza aren't gangsters. I'm sorry. It's just like the first thing that pops in my head. Like this dude say, we're not gangsters. We're Yakuza. Well, aren't Yakuza gangsters? No. Yakuza are businessmen. Oh.
Anyway, Mama, take care of Iris for me.
What?
What? Wait!
Yes.
You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
Oh boy.
Are you serious? Look at his face!
Yes, I see his
Not
face.
to mention he runs a crime syndicate.
Yeah? You don't want to know
What
why.
if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Tessa, I would never do that.
Not yet
Told
anyway.
you, we're clean now.
We totally
We all go
clean.
home on time. We follow government regulations.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
Yeah, really.
But you promised me a date.
That
Dante, is this true?
we are going on.
Son of a bitch.
What? Put the gun down, dude.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Good idea. Dante, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you. If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Her late night visitor.
Fine.
Yay!
Dante, don't ignore me.
I'll ignore you.
A clean gang?
Yeah, really. Put the gun back. Thank you.
Oh, that's just a toy.
It's just a prop.
Oh, just a toy.
It's a prop. Don't worry. It's a prop. Don't worry.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
Yeah, really.
We have 2 places to check. Sunfish Pocket and Kume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse, too. Where you found my dead body.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
Damn, that was
Sounds
loud.
good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. I mean, you hear something like that, like, is that your stomach? That better be your stomach, man. I'd be like, the fuck is that? I'm sorry, but if I hear a stomach that just goes like, the fuck, I'd be worried. Like, I gotta put something in my, I better put something in my tank right then and there. Like, you go down there, okay? Good? Okay, good. Okay, so we got 3. Well, actually 4, but you know what? Let's just go to Sunfish Pocket. There's some lore here about Chinsoft before they became Spike Chinsoft here. I saw a familiar face as I entered. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table.
Wow, this is surprising. What's going on here? Why are you two together? Oh, well, it's... Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night. Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You can even live with me if you want. That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
This girl.
I have to answer this. So, I must ask the tough questions here. What do you like, man?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an anacanthus barbatus.
That's a mouthful.
I know. So, was Renju here?
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh,
Ringing any bells?
well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
We just missed it.
So what was he doing?
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was. Looking for me? Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Anything else?
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick.
Just like my
He
stomach.
was pale and sweating a lot.
Must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
So, y'all know each other.
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone. I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that. We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that giant.
Kidding.
The Okiura family is really something else.
So, here's the lore right here.
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work, too. We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff. Blow those boys away!
I bet!
Blow those boys away!
I'm pretty sure you would.
Yeah, blow those boys!
Um,
Mizuki,
child.
You really shouldn't say that.
12 years old. What do you know about blowjobs? It's a reference to a game called City, the Intersection of Fate. That's the reference. If I play this on the Japanese setting with a Japanese VA, I'll be hearing it in Japanese, you know. But it is a reference to one of Chunsoft's earlier games. And it's a prequel to 428 Shibuya Scramble. They were sound novels, different from visual novels because of what they were. And this is right before they became Spike Chunsoft. So just had to point that out. And if I run across a fan translated version of that, I pretty much want to play something before, you know, they became Spike Chunsoft. I mean, I already played one game that was pretty much before that. But it had been some time though. So, moving on. About your visitor last night.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
Fine. About Renju.
Mr. Okira helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscape all because of him.
Hookups.
Iris used to stream all her own content.
On YouTube.
Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff.
On Twitch.
Before we knew it, she went viral.
On
I
X.
heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscape.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
I bet.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscape. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments.
Very easily.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
So, about Renju.
The police asked me a bunch of questions. But I don't know where he is.
About the warehouse.
Why are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa. But Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
All that was established in the A route.
I thought I told you this already. same questions over and over.
Date, look.
She's lying?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
I wouldn't want to push that button. We don't know how sharp that trident is, and we do not want to get a check on that. So, my last question to you is, what are you doing here?
What are you gonna do, scold me or something?
No, just asking.
Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
Really?
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Oh,
Excuse me.
yeah. Mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes. We were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated.
Oof.
The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
That's fine. That's fine. So, Iris. You like dancing, right?
More than sleeping and eating? Well, maybe about the same as eating.
But let's about sleeping.
Anyway, I've always loved moving my body, ever since I was a little girl. And you're fast, too. Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
That's amazing.
Hey, want to hear something cool? Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology. She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You want to race?
Sure, when we get the chance.
So, could you show me?
Right here? Oh, I want to see too. Me too.
I would also like to see that.
I don't know. Come on, just show us. But... Alright, I'll go set up. Wait!
Yes. The mermaid didn't listen and hurried off.
Jeez. Fine, if you insist. Yay!
No, she insists. Mizuki insists.
Alright, world, get ready! See my dance! Invincible Rainbow Arrow! Hit it!
Get used to this dance, folks.
Teacups that song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics. So it holds a special place in my heart.
It's so anime.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, let's take that route. That other lead we got. To Ikume Shrine.
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there. So, about the shrine. It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? Fruit of immortality.
Yes.
You know what it reminds me of? Something straight out of Shimigami Tensei, after hearing that. If not that, something from, say, Somukon. You know, Sayuki. That sounds like something I would hear out of one of the main tales of Sayuki, you know? Immortality, huh?
Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
Me too. You know, immortality, think about it. You can never die, and that only means one thing. If you're immortal and everybody else is mortal, it's painful to watch everyone else pass on, and you're the only one still around. You know what that means? Boredom. Everlasting boredom. So, your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father. But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about...
Hitomi's lover.
About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name ASAP? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Sort of like with me and what I do sometimes when I'm not doing, you know, creating content for YouTube. Sometimes I look for family members with my name, Barbara. I look for, you know, whoever's still alive and around, and just try to make contact with them and let them know, hey, I'm part of this family too. I exist. Just want to let you know who I am. You know, thus, so I don't feel like I'm the only person who still has this name and the last person on earth with said name. I did that in church earlier while just basically waiting for the final ticks to run down so I can come home. First Sunday after all, so we're going to be staying there for like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, about 5 hours. Normal service like 3 hours. But oh, if it's first Sunday, it's gonna be at least 5 hours. Gotta take in the leave time, so by the time I get back, like say if I left around 9, church doesn't usually start around 10, 10:30, something like that. 10, 11, 12, 1. You usually get out of 1 if it's not first Sunday. First Sunday is always 5 hours. Something I always notice. What do I do at church? Aside from being in the choir? I usually rest my eyes when it's going to be one of those sections, because if you sit in one section, the only time it's just going to feel like that is like, oh, you're going to fall asleep. No, I'm serious. It do feel like that. It's like, oh, you're sitting there. It's the weight that'll put you to sleep. That's what most people don't realize. It's not like I'm listening to the message, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm doing this the entire time. I'm nodding, and the more I nod, the more I'm just gonna be like, fall right asleep. It's not because the message is boring. Sometimes, depending on who's talking. If it's the main, I'm gonna stay awake for most of it. If not, I'm gonna fall asleep. Because usually other speakers that be up there, they be like, blah 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 blah. Turn to the scripture, and they trail off into a long tangent about their past, and I'm like, I did not come here to sit in this seat and listen to this. Part of me just wants to say, you know what? I'm out. Where are you going? Well, I'm out. I'm just gonna go home. Either that or I just say, look, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna excuse myself since we're not doing anything. I'm gonna bounce. So y'all can find me if you want. As a y'all can follow me, find me. I don't care, but I'm out. So,
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
no, not exactly. What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
What is she looking at? I'm curious about the flower she's looking at. She's looking off in the distance. A tree. Lantern. Chozula. You wash your hands and face here. Guardian dog. Ark. Monument. Stone monument. Oh, there it is. Night vision.
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
A winter iris. looking at a winter iris, aren't you? Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye. And the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Truth be told, I know someone by that name. I call her my mom. In a way, she is. She's the one who actually gave me the nickname Lance. Some way that is my alter ego's. My alter ego's name. So I was like, oh, Lance? Oh, okay. That's how I got started with writing the book. She just gave it to me because she didn't actually know my name, so it's like, Lance. And I just went with it. Just like, you know what? Okay.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Fine. Okay. Yeah, I am checking how much more I have to do, and there are 5 more spots.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
I tried to picture Iris' breast swinging down there like that. Why? Never mind. And then I decided not to. That makes sense.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call a Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
So, you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah.
Okay then.
Technology related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Damn.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Okay, do you know about the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
You know about the Wadjet system?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
She's wearing short
It's nothing.
shorts.
Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
So here's how it works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables. And on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away!" and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Yeah, really. Remember, kids, we're going to be having a pop quiz about this.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system. And that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Oh my god.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
To put simply, all they're talking about is microcosm.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this.
Hmm?
Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sajima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear. Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that.
I mean, come on. She's wearing shorts. Of course your cute little ass will get cold. You have nothing protecting your legs. Of course your ass will get cold, just like that. I know I'd be cold. I know I will be cold if I'm wearing nothing but like one bit of an outfit, and then after that, I'm not wearing something like a coat that protects me from the cold, extreme cold. Oh yeah, I'd be like, let's go. So what's up? It's good. So what?
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
We're hungry.
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
He flew into the kitchen. Little shitbag. I just watched him go and took a seat. So, what's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Even though it's really a backslap. You've been here before.
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring.
Yeah, I know, right?
Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
She finds you to be a witch. She's like, get away from my boy, you witch!
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I decided to tell Oda about her resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
You know, it's totally, totally normal, You see it in various anime and read it in plenty comic books all the time. DC and Marvel like to get away with that shit all the time, and it gets boring as fuck. She's sitting in front of me. Okay, Oda, so here's the thing. Let me school you on multiverse. Where is your mom anyway?
She's in the living room.
Oh.
I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
doing
means
jack and shit.
sleeping.
Jack and shit. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not
Okay.
shovel forge.
Exactly.
on a date.
Oh, a date.
Yes.
Huh. A date?
Yes.
I had an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
Go fuck
No,
off,
thanks.
Oda.
I'm fine.
Go straight fuck off, Ota. You know orange is. Can I come over there and strangle you, you little bitch?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date.
Fugu eggs. It's cooking in the kitchen. This boy doesn't even know what the hell's going on. Let's talk. I'm a writer. I understand this shit much better than most people do.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Junkie?
Yeah, if we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
Shut up.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Junken poi. I did show. I did show. I did show. I did show.
Shoot.
Tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands.
Fist bump.
Shaky, shaky.
Shook hands with virus.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
Why did I choose rock?
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can.
Sure you
Parallel
can.
exist.
Of course they
Do you
do.
know about the Mandela effect? Or the Bubba-Kiki effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
I believe in the
Sounds
going.
really interesting, Tessa.
Yeah, I believe in going to guide.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. Sounds like something from World of Horror. Surprisingly, I am really interested in this. Because, like I said, the thing with me and writing is, I used to do that back in the day. I used to do a lot of fan fiction. And a lot of them were crossovers. Sadly, I only have one crossover online. Out of all the other crossovers I've actually ever done, I remember one was Dragon Ball Tenchi, Dragon Spirit, The Legend of Zelda, sadly what I should have done was put them all on Angel Fire. I even have a few that I've written down, but the sad thing is, I lost them. On a bus. Just like I did with my last cell phone. Lost it on a bus. And the same thing happened. I fell asleep. And what I did was like, I missed the mark where I usually put my phone in my pocket. And when I got off, I didn't realize, like, oh shit, I don't have my phone. I had to get a new one. The 100 million bulbs.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
Manga.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Like I said, it sounds like, you know how certain mangaka actually get these ideas? Like, say, the Guyver. And, you know, the Guyver and their thoughts of how humans came into play. It's interesting, you know. If you ever read any kind of manga, be it from Guyver to, say, Dominion Tank Police. Got some really interesting facts about, you know, their interpretation of the world. Even Go Nagai. You know, Go Nagai is one of those great multiverse mangaka that you will ever read. So the next thing I was going to do was get something from Go Nagai. The last thing, and the only thing I got is Leiji Matsumoto. Promise I would get something from Go Nagai next time I went out to, say, Comic-Con. I'd rather do that than, say, go out to Anime Expo. Comic-Con. Go in, go out. You don't have to really be there for the guests. You can just basically walk around. Oh, there are books here. Buy it, get it out. That's what I'm doing.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly. The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it
Multiverse.
wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
That's the reason why writers exist. We have a lot on our minds. Boba Kiki.
Dante, look at this picture.
She put up a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki.
Which is not.
Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures.
This
It's
is
like
true.
something ingrained inside all humans.
Like, say, right and left. Like, you notice how this game has basically said left eye, right? Now, you're the viewer, and you're looking at this, and every time they show like the left, the quote unquote left eye, it's really the right eye being taken out. And it's all on the flip of the perspective. Because, it's like, really, they took out the right eye. To say, not my right, your right, or my other right. Talking about, left. Your left is your right, your right is your left. Flip of perspective.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Hume called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. And that's what Hume said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated. But underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
A parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I can say that this is the only story that's basically just goes there. And I like that. Not many novels actually go there like this. They talk about multiverses in one route. It's like routes. Like the entirety of the game you're going through different routes, but you're trying to get to the absolute ending. So pretty much it's like how I record. Some videos are like 30 minutes, others might be 90 minutes, others might be an hour, another one might be 2 hours, another one might be 3 hours. My streams are usually like 3-4 hours, and if I'm really, really into it, it might go past 4 hours. And I'm the only person playing it, But I put it up, right afterwards. But still, this is interesting.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Yeah, I do remember that. Because most people have never heard of Nelson Mandela. And even if they did, they thought he died back then. And just because, well, didn't he die way back when? No. Only because, obscurity's a thing.
There are lots of examples. Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Pikachu.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow.
Pokemon.
And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
But about that, truth be told, when she's mentioning Pikachu from Pokemon, yeah, she tends to forget about the designer and why Pikachu changed from being a fat little rodent to what we see now. Series. Okay, Oda. Talk to me. Spatial temporal man?
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Man, let me tell you something. We went from investigating a murder into learning what the multiverse is, and now we jump shipped into the Twilight Zone. Let's go deeper. I want to know about the outer worlds. I can't get away from this. I need to know more. Oda, please. What about the others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there's a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
What about the two sisters?
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B.
Go.
She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah. And what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
It's really interesting. It's like one action could basically say, oh, which will it be? Will you take the right or will you take the left? If you took the right, this is what would happen. But let's say if you didn't take the right but you took the left, this is what would happen. I could say this. It reminds me of Go Nagai. Like if you ever knows about his work, like say Get a Robo, for example. Get a Robo, or I would say Get a Robo is the best example. Get a Robo is that example of which will it be, the right or the left. One avenue takes it to where the Get a team stays together. Professor Saotome is still himself. in another part of that avenue. That's the left. In the right one, to where we have the apocalyptic version. Oh, by the way, they both have Shin Getarobo. So keep that in mind. They both have Shin Getarobo. One is the corrected timeline, and then there's the alternate timeline. The alternate timeline being this. The professor loses his daughter. It makes him snap. He hasn't been the same since. The Geta team, being partially responsible for this, somehow break up. They go their separate ways. And because of what happened, they come back under a threat from another world, another world threatening to destroy the Earth. No other force on Earth could actually stop it except for one, Getarobo. They come back. As much as, they once were a team, they must get past the differences, come back together, and even with who they basically had a jilted relationship with, they have to work with said relationship, get past their differences, and save the world. What happens after that is anybody else's guess. Like I said, I understand this. I can tell you, I understand all of this. Anything else?
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
Yep. Lost friend?
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school.
Hey, he's in
Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
You know what the funny thing is? P5R already did this, in which the main character's in the dreamscape, but he finds out it was all made up because of the doctor. And basically, it's like, okay, do you want it? It's like this. Would you like to stay here in the dream world, or would you like to face reality? That was basically that choice. Like, if you chose to stay in the dream world, that led to the bad end. But if you chose to face reality, that led you to the true ending. So it's like, you as the main character, you knew your friends. And the only way you had to say, oh, hey, you only had to say one little thing, and that, you know, just leave wondering, why did he say that? Like, you knew what was going on. And the only thing you knew that was real was, you know you're real, but all the people, there was one person who was not real. And that was Mona. So that's how you know. It's like, weren't you a cat before? I'm like, wait, I was always a cat. What are you talking about? That's what it reminded me of.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, he was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily.
Not like
There's
that,
such a thing as a dislocated eye.
That's true.
It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
The entire time.
Done!
Oda brought the dish over. It was burnt like all hell. He laid out an omelet rice in front of me and Iris. She grabbed a spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
We ate the omelet rice in near silence. There's no conversation. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The dino echoed with it. And before long...
Ah, thanks for the food.
She was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
Paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
To marble. Now back to the actual story. Yeah, that's a lot of free time, wasn't it?
Hey, Mama, it's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the bar a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
She says with a wink.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain properly. So I came up with a line.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Another call came in.
Dante, it's the boss.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Aha. I see.
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Dante.
Huh?
Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
Told her where I was going to Marble Virus. And about who I was expecting to see there.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor? Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
Gotcha, boss. And so here we are. The 10:07 at Golden Yokocho.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Dante, on your 6. 2 suspicious individuals approaching.
6 be right.
Whoa!
Ah, Dante! Dante!
Stay right there.
Okay.
Damn. Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
I grab Iris and try to run a shot full of holes. Alleys between the buildings are blocked off. You can't go that way. Which means...
shit. We gotta take care of them.
I have reached the same conclusion.
I've only got a single over.
better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Look at that! Like a gift from heaven!
Are they stupid?
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Doctor, focus. Now, the burst shot. Shoot the pornomag vending machine.
The portal mag?
Porno mag?
I said no questions. Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
I don't question it.
Hey, this is crazy! I've never seen anything like this before!
Sure! You haven't seen porn like that before. Sure.
Yeah, they must be stupid.
You are too.
What?
The final step. But you don't have to do a thing.
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar. Don't use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready.
Sure.
We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure CO2.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time. Now let's go!
Ready? Here I go.
Huh? That's bull.
Dante! No! No!
Hell yeah, I'm gonna retry that. That was bullshit. Ricochet, really? You don't have to do a thing.
All according to my calculations.
Yeah, welcome corporations. And at the Dante residence, back home.
This is...
My place. The building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
I checked your phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
It's getting late, but Sunfish Pocket should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be in more danger with us.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever. Iris, those guys who tried to kidnap you, do you have any idea who they were?
After a long silence, she spoke.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you. But now, I'll come clean. My life is being threatened by a secret society. They're called the Nizet Laws, a group under the control of the Wajet system. Their ultimate goal is to complete X00639. I discovered them and what they were up to, and now... Dante, please help me! They're going to kill me!
Wait. Slow down.
It's spelled Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nice. They're deeply connected to the Wajet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders, all operating in secret.
Illuminati. So, what's about this serial number?
In geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude 100 degrees east, there's a satellite. It's about 150 feet long. Quite big for a satellite.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long. The International Space Station is roughly 330 feet long. So this satellite she is describing is about half as big.
Uh-huh.
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made. But by who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group in Japan. It was on the news for a short while. No one could identify it precisely.
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite and that was it. But that's not the truth. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio?
Transmitter?
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do.
About that relation?
Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg. But no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space. It was transmitted to Earth in binary, as radio waves. They were caught by the space dev team at Elgorg, and when they decoded it, they found that it was a truly incredible source code. That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true, Iva?
It is patently ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So, to summarize her story, Wadjet System AI was built by decoding radio waves and sent from outer space. A secret society called Nugget Laws or NICE knows the secret of the Wadjet system and obeys its will. The ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter satellite X00639. So why are they building this?
I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the signal, create an AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
And after that?
After that,
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children? It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny.
Melange still racist. Sorry. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like something straight out Ultra Q. And why am I following this? Code of the LP. Code of the LP.
Nyes and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nyes benefits from that. In return, Nyes helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nyes is in militaries and corporations all over the world, to help build X00639.
So why do they want to keep it a secret?
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help? Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something. Or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their own predictions. And they thought it was best to control certain parts of humanity from behind the scenes. But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Nyset laws.
Alright, I get it.
You do?
Not really, but she doesn't need to know that. But listening to your explanation, NICE doesn't sound like a bad organization.
No, that's not true. Think of how much money and resources are going to Nyes. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty. And all the wars happening across the planet.
and human trafficking and slavery? NICE has the power and resources to put an end to all of that. But they don't. They only care about themselves. And they'll do anything to protect their own interests. They'll kill if they have to. Which is why I'm being targeted. Because I found out their secret.
So many hashtags are just going right out the window right now. And I'm just eating them as we go along. How would you learn all this?
Well, I can't say it. But it's true. Believe me. NICE is dangerous. You have to understand, Date. You saw my dead body.
Do you think that you were killed by knives in the parallel world?
Yes, I think so. You're the only person I can trust. Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
Well, I don't have to protect you, but what thou must. Every story is, well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. But it's true that she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group. And it's true that I saw her dead body in the cold storage warehouse. And if that happened in a parallel world...
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
Iba, you use the Watchjet system too, right?
So what if I do? Do you suspect me, Date? Do you think I'm an agent of NICE? Fine. This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will discover if her story is true or not.
A sink, of course.
To HQ. With Iris in the passenger seat, I headed back to Abyss. But really, I didn't want to take her there. But because Boss would be waiting.
The men who attacked us at Golden Yokasho were waiting for us. That means they knew we were coming. Why would that be?
Someone tipped them off.
Who could have?
Someone who knew we were going to Marvel.
That's right.
No.
Boss.
Impossible.
Iba, can you contact Pewter? I want to ask him something.
Understood.
Oh, Dante. Do you need something?
Well, does a sync machine exist outside Abyss?
Pewter, I need to know something. Does a sync machine exist outside of Abyss?
It does. I won't have to go to Abyss. I could just go there and sync with Iris. Thought Peter might know, but...
There's only one sync machine in the entire world, and it's with us at Abyss. For now, anyway.
For now.
The Chiba Police Department was working on a prototype,
but it was stolen 6 years ago.
Stolen?
Yes, it was being transported when it was attacked and then stolen by an armed group of men. The culprit is still on the loose. The device was never recovered either.
Iva, were you aware of this?
No, this is new information. I was not even aware there was a prototype.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm out drinking in Shinjuku. I was actually thinking of heading over to Golden Yokocho, but I heard something about a shootout. So the cops have it sealed off. Maybe a shootout between gangs or something? The world has become a dangerous place.
Oh, boss.
Pewter, where's Boss right now?
Not sure. I don't think she's in Abyss anymore. Maybe she went home.
So, neither you or Boss are at Abyss right now?
No.
Good. I can take Iris there without a problem.
Thanks, Pewter. See you later.
Sure thing.
Datu, where are we going?
Inside your dreams.
What?
I'm gonna sync with you to determine if what you were telling me is true. And if it is true, I'll fulfill your wish.
My wish?
You don't remember? To become your bodyguard. Is that all right?
Yes, of course.
Almost the end of the day. Just like Peter said, Boss wasn't there. Iva knew exactly how to use the device. I followed her directions at the control console and prepared the machine quickly.
Date, this time, I will be remotely operating the sync.
Roger that.
Are you ready?
Yes.
The time limit is 6 minutes, as always.
I know.
Alright, let us begin.
Ah.
What is this place?
It is difficult to move like this.
Why do you look like that?
I went with a simpler look today. I figured this world couldn't handle my full resolution.
Guess that's fine then. You can quit if you want, you know.
Never! I will never give up!
You don't have to take it that far.
Brother.
In any case, it seems that we've finally arrived.
Is this world made of jelly cubes?
This is Shovel Forge.
Shovel forge? I don't see any shovels or forges.
Mine.
Iris said that she was focused on streaming this game lately.
What's that got to do with forges?
Forget about the forges and listen. This Somnium is the world of Shovel Forge, a sandbox game in which you make and move cubes to create structures on a map.
I'm not playing this game.
On the contrary, you already are.
Oh, come on, I don't want to play.
Accept the reality, Date. You have no choice.
Well, you are in a Somnium that's
Good
basically...
evening, good morning, and hello! It's Tessa, also known as Aset, you bet! I'm gonna be playing Shovel Forge today. Let's dive right in!
Iris's Let's Play has begun.
Oh, jeez.
Help me, Date, you have to help me!
It's nice. They're coming. Find me, Date.
Oh, a pickaxe! Lucky!
What was that all about?
It appears that this Somnium will not be easy like the other ones.
I didn't think the other ones were all that easy.
Are you ready?
No.
Let us begin.
No. No. I don't want to go through this. Oh,
Somnium scan. Activate.
and lo and behold, we're about to do a let's play. Never mind. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Mental locks. And this one we like to call sinking in the main one. So guess what? We're gonna go through this quote unquote Inception right after this. Oh, sure.